Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been excited about something God showed you, only to feel confused when nothing seemed to move afterward? You saw it clearly. You felt peace about it. You stepped out in faith. And then, silence. No doors opening. No resources appearing. No clear confirmation, just waiting. If that's you, I want you to hear this clearly today. Delay is not denial. And slow provision does not mean the vision was wrong. Sometimes the vision arrives long before the provision, not because God forgot, but because He's preparing you. Let's be honest for a moment. Waiting can make you question everything. You start asking yourself, did I really hear God? Am I doing something wrong? Why does it feel like everyone else is moving forward but me? And slowly, almost quietly, you begin to lose enthusiasm for the vision. Not because you don't believe in it anymore, but because carrying it without provision feels heavy. You don't despise the vision loudly. You despise it subtly. You procrastinate. You delay starting. You downplay it. You say things like, maybe it wasn't that serious, or I'll come back to it later. But here's something important to remember. If you're still thinking about it, if it still comes back to your heart in quiet moments, God hasn't released you from it. The weight you feel is not proof the vision is wrong. It's often proof the vision matters. Scripture tells us not to despise the day of small beginnings. And there's a reason for that. Small beginnings can look like nothing is happening. They can feel insignificant, slow, and unimpressive. Provision rarely shows up all at once. Sometimes it shows up as an idea. Sometimes as a conversation. Sometimes as a skill you need to develop. Sometimes as discipline you didn't ask for. And sometimes as patience you didn't want. Here's where the tension comes in. We want provision to confirm the vision, but God often wants obedience to come before provision. If everything you needed showed up immediately, you might never grow into the person who can sustain it. God is not slow. He is intentional. Provision is not just about supply. It's about timing. It's about maturity. It's about stewardship. There are seasons when God delays provision because your character is still catching up to the vision. Your mindset still needs refining. Your dependence needs to shift. Or your discernment needs strengthening. Think about it honestly. If everything came at once, would you still pray the same way? Would you still seek God the same way? Would you still listen as closely? Delay often deepens intimacy, and intimacy is more valuable than instant results. Throughout Scripture, vision almost always comes before provision. Moses saw deliverance long before the resources appeared. Joseph dreamed of leadership long before authority came. David was anointed king long before he sat on the throne. Habakkuk was told to write the vision and wait for it. Vision gives direction. Provision supports execution. God often shows you the destination early, so you don't quit when the process becomes uncomfortable. The vision becomes your reminder that this season is not permanent. So if you're in a place right now where you're faithful but tired, obedient but unsure, consistent but unseen, I want to encourage you. Stay committed, not because it's easy, but because quitting won't bring clarity. Don't despise what God showed you, just because it hasn't fully shown up yet. Provision often comes while you're moving, not while you're waiting passively. Do what you can with what you have. Prepare quietly. Grow. Keep showing up. God sees your consistency, even when no one else does. While you wait, protect the vision. Not everyone needs access to it. Some people don't understand it yet, and that's okay. Prepare without applause. Develop the skills you'll need later. Strengthen the discipline you'll rely on. Stay grateful. Gratitude keeps your heart soft during delay. Resist comparison. Their timeline is not your assignment. And keep moving forward. Even slow steps are still steps. Remember this. God often releases provision after commitment, not before. If God trusted you with the vision, He will not abandon you in the process. Provision is not lost. It's not forgotten. It's not late. It's on the way. So don't despise the vision. Don't minimize what God revealed. Don't quit in the waiting. Stay faithful. Stay grounded. Stay moving. Because what God starts, He sustains. And what he shows you, he finishes.